Thank you. Thank you, Ron. What an amazing man. That's Ron. That's our trail angel. He picked us up this morning, both Andre and I. Andre's over there. Hey, Andre.
How you doing today,
We,
folks?
or at least we think we are, at the trailhead of the Oak Ridges Trail, about to begin the through hike, or attempt the through hike of the Oak Ridges Trail, 270 kilometers. We believe we're in the right place, but you know what? We have no idea. We're going to go through these gates, I think. The trail changed, and I believe it used to go down that road, left turn, and there's markers over there indicating that. But today we're going to go through here, and I guess that means we're going to make a right turn. So it begins. Hey guys, Jasper here, and today begins our through hike attempt of the Oak Ridges Trail. So hey, let's get to it. 3 kilometers in so far. We've made a start, but it's break time. Having my orange. Andre's over there. It looks like he's eating some wraps and pepperettes over there, and I think some Baby Bell cheeses too. Hi, Andre. He's not saying much right now, maybe a little shy, but he'll open up as the trail goes on. So yeah, first break of the day. I bet it's around 1:30-ish, something like that now. Started late, but it was a long traveling time from around, started out about 5 o'clock this morning to head to Andre's house, and I guess we got here and started on the trail about 12:30-ish. So we're doing okay. First break time, like I said. It's great. Hot day today. Probably around 30, 32 degrees Celsius maybe. Humid. But there is a bit of a breeze, so that's nice too. Okay, gonna enjoy my break, and we'll talk to you down the trail. Perfect spot for a little break. Hey, take a look. Oak Ridges Moraine Trail. Wow, and of course, this is where we started early this afternoon. So yeah, just taking another little break here. Just a little 10-minute break. Still hot, but there's every now and then you get this really nice cool breeze, and it's just perfect. Now there's Andre sat on the ground, and he's calculating our direction, making sure we're not lost. Trying to figure out how far we've gone so far.
Looks like we've done a total of 12 kilometers so far today.
Wow.
Not bad for a late start, but...
No, so Andre says 12 kilometers, fine, and we're doing great. And you know what? It's absolutely beautiful. I'm really enjoying this particular trail. It's been pretty much gravel country road all the way since we left Walkworth, which is just fine. Little asphalt here, but again, it's a country road. I think further down the trail and then tomorrow we'll get into the forest, which will be really nice. Okay, I'm going to take my break. We will get back to you shortly. Well guys, the end of day one, or should I say day half. Once we started hiking around 12:30, 1 o'clock, it's been a hot day, kind of sticky, humid, but there's been a really nice breeze sometimes, and that's made things much better. Oh, I'm going to say it's maybe around 7 o'clock now. We're stopped. We're at camp tonight in a nice little kind of grassy area inside a forest, which is just perfect. I have my coffee. I have a multi-grain bagel. I've got half of a dehydrated lasagna meal, and I'm going to thicken that with a little bit of instant mashed potato that's just rehydrating now. So all is set. Now I'll probably finish that off with a Kit Kat or a granola bar of some kind. Hey, so day one has been around, oh, I'm going to say 16 kilometers, but I have not calculated yet. I will do when I go in my tent, look at the map, prepare for tomorrow and so on. I'll know, and do my journal, I'll know how many kilometers we did, but I think it's around 16 today. So that's fine for kind of our half day, first day start. So hey, Gary here, trail named Jasper on the Oak Ridges Trail, our attempt at the 270 kilometer through hike of the Oak Ridges. We will talk to you in the morning. Sleep well. Oh, I do love my coffee. Boyle's Corner. Wow, Nature's Conservancy of Canada. Rice Lake Plains Natural Area. Absolutely amazing this morning. Take a look at the trail where we're going. Beautiful. You can see a little reflection of the sun on the ground. And you know what? There's Andre, bright and
Morning.
he's ready to go. The sunrise behind us from where we came. Hey, does it get any better than this? Well, you know what? I'm sure it does in certain places. But today is absolutely perfect. Beautiful morning. Oh sure, it's going to be a hot, steamy day. I think it's maybe, I'm going to say 5:30, 6 a.m. so far this morning. We've been hiking for maybe 30 minutes. Of course, I had my nice coffee this morning while Andre was still sleeping. Perfect morning. Absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to a great day. Gonna lay down, I don't know, maybe 30 kilometers today. We'll know better at the end of the day when we get there. Jasper here. Attempt through hike of the Oak Ridges Trail, day 2. Yesterday was around 17 kilometers. It was a half day. That was just fine. And I was happy to be here, happy to do it. We're going to talk to you guys just a little bit down the trail. Enjoy your morning, enjoy your breakfast, enjoy the sunrise. So through here, the trail itself has become much more rugged. Lots and lots of poison ivy. But we are definitely on the Oak Ridges Trail, even though it's not overly well traveled, because the trail itself is overgrown. It's very well blazed, as you can see. Very well blazed. So kudos to the volunteers of the Oak Ridges Trail Association for being out here. Because in all truthfulness, without those blazes, it would be significantly more difficult to try to follow this particular trail, only because it doesn't look like it's overly well traveled. But look at all the blazes ahead of me. There's a blaze, there's a right turn blaze. Beyond the difference, beyond that, there's 2 more blazes. So you can see the trail blaze-wise well ahead of you. So again, kudos to the Oak Ridges Trail Association and their volunteers for their hard work out here. Appreciate that, guys and gals, of course. Okay, making miles. We're heading west on the Oak Ridges Trail.
We're on the road again.
How you doing, Andre?
Oh,
Do you have a jug of ice cold lemonade?
yes I do.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
I'll get it out.
Okay. Okay. Just kidding about the lemonade, by the way, but the fact that today we seem to be having quite a problem locating water sources. So right now we are very low on water. So the lemonade, well, that was just a joke, but we just came out to a country road after, most of the morning, in fact, probably all the morning so far. It's probably around, 11:30-ish right now. And up to now, today, we've essentially been in a forest filled with poison ivy. I've never seen as much poison ivy on a trail at all, but there's a lot. Anyhow, we're now on a gravel road, and apparently we're going to follow this gravel road. I think it's for about 8 kilometers at least, anyhow. Hopefully there'll be a farmhouse down the road. Maybe we can grab a little bit of water from there, which would be good. But hey, day 3, it continues just fine, no problems. Clouds in the sky building. Take a look ahead of me. Take a look at the trail that we're on right now. Again, the country road, the thunder clouds. Hot, humid day again, sticky. So yeah, no doubt that we could very quickly be inside monsoon rainstorms and so on. But anyhow, we're doing just fine. Jasper here, day 2 on the Oak Ridges Trail. Continues just fine. So that is my view from my bedroom window tonight. Hey, the end of day 2. Today was 31.1 kilometers according to what we've seen on the map. which is giving us a total of 48.6 kilometers for our first 2 days of our through hike attempt of the Oak Ridges Trail. Right here, tucked in the corner of a farm field. My camp for the night. I've just finished some coffee and some dinner. Andre's way over there. There you go. So yeah, the end of day 2. A hot day again, and today we had a lot of problem sourcing water as far as natural water sources. So we ended up stopping in 2 locations today, and both country farmhouse owners agreed to supply us with water, and so we could continue down the trail. Yeah, tomorrow we will be getting up in the morning early. It's supposed to be raining, so we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be a complete rain day tomorrow, but hey, such is life. And we're not too far away. I think it's the community of Bewley or Brewley, B-E-W-L-E-Y, something like that. So we're not too far from there. What would be nice, I think there's a river along that area, lake, whatever. Maybe jump in there, take a bath, get rid of some of the sweat. So yeah, that would be perfect. Hey, great day on the trail today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for following along. I will be each day recording a little bit more of the actual day and the actual hike. Right now, I'm holding back slightly just because over the next 10-day through hike, I will not have the opportunity to recharge my battery banks, which means all the battery power that I have in 2 battery banks, and that's to power my GoPro camera, which I'm using to record and to vlog with, and also my cell phone, which I use, of course, to communicate with, and so on. So right now, I am not recording a lot each day, but as I get closer to the destination, or as each day passes and I can manage my electricity or battery life, we will be recording more of each day. Just wanted to fill you in, let you know. Tell you what, you guys have a great night. I hope you have a beautiful view like I do wherever you are tonight. And you know what? We'll talk to you in the morning. Guys, have a great night. Bye-bye. Well, good morning, guys. You know what? I just love getting up on a morning when I'm on trail on a through hike. Early. Just kind of watching the morning kind of unfold as I drink my coffee and maybe eat my oatmeal, which I did this morning right here at my camp. Just beautiful. You're not going to see much in the GoPro, it's still too dark, but if you can just see the sky just starting to come alive. Beautiful light just popping up behind the big tall kind of hydro lines and the hills and the trees. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, what a perfect way to start a through hiker's day. Hey, that's a bit of a rhyme there. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Jasper here. Welcome to day 3. I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wake up Andre yet. But anyhow, we're going to talk to you down the trail. So, the beautiful community of Bowdley, maybe? I'm not sure how you say it. Bowdley, Weedley. Anyhow, as we're passing through here, it's early on a morning. Everything's still closed. It's too bad. I'll maybe just turn you guys out of the sun. That's better. It's too bad because there is a diner here and a breakfast would have been lovely, but that's okay. We did manage to take a towel bath in the public washrooms. And we resupplied all my water, so I'm back to my 2.5 liters of water, which almost makes me feel good, but I hate to carry it all. Hey, right now, sunshine, nice breeze, much cooler than it has been. But they're forecasting rain for most of the day today. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Yesterday, they were forecasting rain for this morning. That didn't happen. Just a little bit of rain through the night, but nothing too much. Day 3. of our Oak Ridges through hike continues. And you know what? We're doing just fine. We're going to talk to you down the trail. Let's go. So right now, we actually are sharing the trail with the Ganaraska. So it's the Oak Ridges and the Ganaraska do run together for a few kilometers. But we are going to be making a right turn, and we're going to be heading through the Ganaraska forest, where the Ganaraska trail itself would actually continue down a country road and then make a right turn up another country road. Of course, that's always an option to us, but of course we're on the Oak Ridges trail, so we're going to head through the forest. They both meet up again at the top end of that forest, about 4 kilometers away, but they both trails meet up again at that point. So overall it doesn't overly matter. Beautiful morning, sun shining, clouds, sure, there's clouds, there's gray in the sky, you can see it up there. Again, they're promising rain by noon, rain, but it's very unsettled weather. It's an unsettled system, so I think forecasting is extremely difficult. It's hit and miss. We could be dry all day, we could be in rain all day, or anything in between. But I'm really, really, really enjoying being on trail. That's for sure. Day 3 of our Oak Ridges trail continues as we walk down this country road. Just take a little look. Nice little country home. Heavy thunderstorms, hails. Quite a storm we've just hiked through for the last hour or so. It seems to be backing off a little bit now, which is kind of nice. Would have liked to have been at camp by now. We're definitely into the 30s as far as kilometers for today is concerned. I'm going to guess around 31 at the moment, maybe 32, I'm not sure. But hey, the day does go fine. Getting a little tired today, but camp is definitely coming up. So Jasper here, just wanted to kind of check in. Hadn't had much chance over the last little while just because of the rain, but again, it seems right now to be a little bit of a lull, and it seems to be brightening slightly, so that's a good sign. Okay, we're going to keep heading down this trail. We'll talk to you in a bit. Well, made it to camp. It's around a 35-kilometer day. I have not calculated exactly. Through the woods, over at the other side, you'll see Andre's camp. Oh, right about in there is Andre's camp for the night. He's already tucked in, probably fast asleep. Yeah, a great day. Thunderstorms, rain, challenges. You know what? But all in all, pretty damn good. It's been a great day. And as I say, we're at camp. I'm about to make myself some food, although we've got more thunderstorms coming through actually any minute now, so this could be the last video or the last kind of sign off for the day, I guess. But I am going to try to make myself a cup of coffee, maybe some potatoes, have some bacon jerky, which would be nice, maybe a Lipton cup of soup or some ramen noodles with that. We'll see. So hopefully the rest of the hike goes well. This part so far has gone great. Little rain, but you know what, we need the water too. I have lots of water for camp, so we're looking good there. You know what, we'll talk to you later. If I don't see you again today, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But this is day 3 of our through hike of the Oak Ridges Trail, 35 kilometers today, and that gives us, let me see, we had 48, so there's 78, so that's going to be a total of around 80 to 83 kilometers on trail so far. Wow, where does time go? Day 3 and 83 kilometers on trail. Talk to you in a bit. Good morning, everyone. Well, welcome to day 4 of our Oak Ridges Trail through hike. So this morning we wake up to blue sky, beautiful kind of orange glow in the sky this morning for a sunrise. From where I was deep in the forest, so I didn't have a view of the horizon and the actual sunrise itself, but it was a beautiful orange glow. through the trees. Absolutely beautiful. It's around 6 a.m.-ish. The trail goes well this morning. Last night, yep, the rain, the thunderstorms, but my shelter, by the way, I use the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL 2, the 2020 version, and it was just fine. I haven't had a problem with that shelter as of yet. And for those of you that follow my channel on a regular basis, you'll know that last year on my Yo-Yo of the Bruce Trail, that's the tent that my daughters bought me. So again, thank you Amanda and Karina for that wonderful birthday gift last year. Okay, everything goes well this morning. Andre's tearing up the trail ahead of me. I'll just turn you around, you can watch him go. Go Andre, go Andre, go Andre. See, there he goes. He's a wild man on the trail. We'll call him Grizzly Andre. That could be his trail name, Grizzly Andre. Anyhow, hey, again, it's a beautiful day. We're up and at 'em. As of last night when we arrived at camp, or this morning when we left camp, either way you look at it, we were 84 kilometers into our through hike. And again, today's the beginning of day 4. I'm going to throw out there, and I'm going to throw way out there. My completion date, our completion date, barring any major problems, will be Friday. Today is Saturday, so it'll be next Friday, which I believe is July the 9th. I think we'll be finishing at the western terminus, our 270 kilometer through hike of the Oak Ridges Trail on that particular day. Probably later in the day, late afternoon maybe, I'm guessing. But again, it's just a kind of a long distance throw-out at this point. Anything could happen between now and then. Now, something I usually do on my hikes, we talk a little bit about gear here and there, and one of the questions I get all the time, what shoes do you wear, what shoes do you wear? Well, I am an Ultra Lone Peak fan. And today, and for this whole particular hike, I'm using Ultra Lone Peak 4.5s, and I like them. No, sorry, beg your pardon, I'm wrong. I'm using Ultra Lone Peak 4.0s, but I like them. But 4.5, 4.0s, whatever you've got, 5.0s, hey, all good. So that is my footwear of choice. You'll remember back in the winter or late fall last year, I purchased my first pair of waterproof socks. They are proving to work out very, very well. I use them quite a bit over the winter. Yesterday, heavy thunderstorms, rain, puddles, and so on. My feet stayed perfectly dry. Of course, my shoes were wet, but my feet were perfectly dry when I reached camp last night. So that's a product that, for now, seems to be doing its job. Once we get more miles on them and more weather, we'll know how well they actually hold up over time. But so far, the waterproof socks are doing very, very well. Okay, let's keep going down the trail. Let's lay down a few miles and see how the day unfolds. Well, what do we have here? Caution, trail ahead, it's steep, narrow, slippery. Oak Ridges Trail Association. Uh-oh, well, I guess we can't go around it, and we can't go under it, and we can't go over it. We're just gonna have to keep going straight ahead. Steep, slippery conditions ahead. Well, it's certainly steep, that's for sure. With all the rain we've had and all these brown leaves on the trail, there's no doubt about it, it's definitely slippy. So I'm gonna have to put you guys away so I can navigate this section of the trail without actually ending up on my ass. We'll talk to you in a bit. Well, crossing the highway, going through the tunnel. Ooh, scary in here. I don't know where Andre is. I think he's too scared to come through here. Well, So after the heavy thunderstorms yesterday and last night, the morning dew this morning and the morning dew yesterday morning, hey, you get to a point where you say, you know what? I am going to dry out all my gear. It's not that my gear is particularly wet. I have good gear and it protects me well. But my fly sheet for the tent, my footprint and so on for the tent maybe, the base of the tent, things like that. So I put my stuff along the side of the road. Andre's got his over here too. Just drying in the sunshine. A little bit more of a breeze would be nice, but that's okay. And back here, well, we have a fence in the shade. It's an absolutely perfect spot for a little break. Make a cup of coffee, have a Kit Kat bar. Just take a little break. You enjoying your break, Andre?
It's always nice to sit down.
There you go. Hey, Jasper here. Having a great day, taking a break, drying the gear out. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning to be on the Oak Ridges Trail. So glad of the opportunity to hike this trail. So glad of the opportunity, well, of all the work, I should say, of all the trail volunteers, the association volunteers for the Oak Ridges. They have done an amazing job at blazing this trail, by the way. Amazing job at keeping this trail clear. So kudos to you guys, because you are doing great and you're representing the Oak Ridges Trail Association very, very well. We thank you for that so much. Okay, I'm going to finish off my coffee and have my break. Hopefully my gear's going to be dry, and then we're going to lay down some more miles. We'll talk to you soon. So day 4 progresses just fine. A little bit of a kind of early afternoon, if you will, update. Probably around 1:30-ish or something like that right now. And I was just noticing on the map as we just had a look and to see where we are exactly, that down the trail, I don't know, 8 to 10 kilometers from here, is a restaurant. Maybe half a kilometer off trail it looks like. That might be a destination. Maybe for some city food, maybe later in the day. Looks like it's greenery, greenland all around that area, and it looks like a Canadian National Railroad. So there could be camping around there, places we could camp for the night and so on. So that looks like maybe a bit of a goal. We'll see how we make out. We've already done, well, how many? I'm going to say 22 kilometers so far. Maybe a little more than that, maybe 24 kilometers. Hard to say right now. 22 maybe. So again, that would be another 30 kilometer plus day if we get to that location. But we'll see. We'll see how we make out. Just a little bit of an update. Really not a lot to show as far as footage is concerned. We are in an area that's actually quite busy with day hikers. Their facilities, like benches and so on, like that one right there, and lots of trails going all over the place. Lots of people using them too, which is always good to see. Okay, we're just going to keep going and see how we progress. Right now, we find ourselves at Stacy's Smokehouse. Just half a kilometer off trail. Great little place. Just ordered myself a burger with a Caesar salad, and the waitress just told us across the way there's a big park area, and sometimes people have been known to camp in there. We will probably do that too tonight. So this is just a perfect place to stay. I think this place is called Burton or Burkerton. I think that's the name, Burton. Amazing little place. I highly recommend it. Great food. Yeah. Great little place, just up trail, absolutely perfect. Okay guys, take a look at this. Here's my burger with lettuce and tomato, my Caesar salad. The young lady's just gone to get me another cup of coffee. Andre, what did you get over there? Let's have a look at Andre's. Looks like he got like a giant size nacho platter, Andre. Are you gonna eat all that, Andre?
I'm gonna try. Something I've never had before.
Good for you. I think Andre's gonna eat every little piece of that. He hasn't offered me any yet. Okay guys, we'll talk to you later. Well, day 4 comes to an end. So we did have a really nice dinner, a burger. I had a really nice kind of gourmet style burger with a Caesar salad and a bowl of chocolate ice cream with coffee and water for my dinner, which was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. At a fair price. It was about $22, I think it was. So a fair price for this day and age. And I was happy with that. Camp tonight. Well, we are in a park. And right there, right ahead of us, our campsites. Yeah. The end of a beautiful day. No rain today, so that was nice. It's going to be a little cooler this evening. That's going to be nice for sleeping. Get snuggled into my sleeping bag, and that'll be just perfect. Hey, Jasper here, wishing you a good night. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow begins day 5. 32.4 kilometers today. 116.4 kilometers on trail so far. The end of day 4. We'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.